This is a 2025 SurRon Ultra Bee. These bikes push 18 kilowatts in sport mode and have a top speed of 60 miles per hour. But today, we're going to be transforming this into a beast using the brand new SMX Drives controller. Let's get it.
Okay guys, but before we get into the install, I'm going to show you exactly how fast the standard 2025 Ultra Bee is when it's in sport mode, which is the fastest setting you can access on this bike. This bike does have turbo mode, so if I double click that, but we're not going to be using that because who rides around just constantly double tapping that? You want to see how it is continuously, and with the new controller we're going to have access to so much more power and speed without having to press the silly button. So let's go, let's get it. Right, 59, 60. 60 miles per hour, that is the top speed on this bike as landed. Now, although 60 miles per hour is plenty, obviously it's nice to always have a bit more. The torque on this bike is pretty much perfect as it is, but the throttle curve is very spiky. Now that we've got the top speed out of the way, I'm going to show you what sort of speeds you can pop up a wheelie without having to put on the bike. So let's start from 25. The front wheel lifted about 2 inches, but to get to a proper wheelie, I think it's going to have to be about 20. Okay, yeah, so from 20 you can get into a proper wheelie without having to pull up on the bike at all. And once we go to about 30, you can full throttle it and the front wheel will not lift at all. Now let's see how much faster we can start a power wheelie from once we've installed the new controller. Also, I just want to add, the stock tune on this bike is pretty chunky. It's not very smooth and linear, it's very spiky down low, very flat up top. Although, when you have superior wheelie skills, you can wheelie anything.
Okay, so whenever you work on a bike, it's always crucial that you remove both the battery and the BMS plug and remove the battery from the bike. Now we're ready to install the controller. Start by removing the original using the 6 bolts holding it in. Then you want to remove the back plate from the inside of the battery compartment, which will give you access to the controller where you can unbolt all of the connections and plugs. Although it looks very daunting, having all these plugs on the new harness is actually very simple. You have 1 encoder plug and 2 bike plugs. The rest are unused. There is a single red wire that runs to the positive, and it's very simple to see because you have the minus and the plus for positive and negative, and the 3-phase wires can go anywhere. Any of the 3 remaining holes works. Once it's bolted up, like so, all of the plugs are connected. You then just have to make way and make space for the plugs and push them all back in place before tightening the controller in its slot. The controller looks very good, fits like OEM, and now you can put the battery back in and get ready to tune the controller. Although being a budget controller, it is of very sturdy quality. Although we've gone for black here to look OEM, there are many other colours available.
Right boys, so because these are like the initial first units they've ever produced, we're just on a live server with Hacky at SMX Drives, and he's just loading an update onto the controller, and then we're going to be able to use the phone app and connect and calibrate it and tune it exactly how we like. So I'm going to show you that process in a minute once this is all updated.
Okay, and now we're ready to connect using the iOS or Android phone app. It's going to ask you for some permissions when you first download the app and sign in, so just accept those, and then your controller will pop up and you will connect through Bluetooth. Once this is done, you want to go through to the menu and click Set Up Controller. So simple, all it does is calibrates the motor, asks you which battery you're using, and then you're ready to rip.
Okay guys, so the time has finally come. Let's have a quick look at what we've done. The SMX Drives controller is now on the bike. As you can see, it looks very OEM, which is a good thing. I like that. It maintains the original screen, all your original buttons, your sensors still work, but even stuff like the indicators, the buttons for them, everything stays and remains the same. You just get a great big power boost. So, like we did earlier, let's test both top speed as well as what speed it will wheelie from. And another good thing is you also get to keep your ready switch and your kill switch, and you switch modes using the standard buttons. I've set this bike up to be 15 kilowatts in daily, 10 kilowatts in eco, and then max power in sport mode. Alright, so we've come back to the same place, the same conditions, same day. Let's give it another blast. Let's see how fast we can start a wheelie and what the top speed is of this bike. Okay, it starts the wheelie from 30. Okay, yeah. So I can start a wheelie from 30 just off the power alone now, whereas before I had to be at 20. This is quite a significant difference considering it's 50% faster. And let's see how fast I can go and still start one with a little bit of assistance. All right, we're going 40. Easy. Okay, it's much faster, guys. It is much faster, that's for sure. I'm gonna spin it around here, and we're gonna do a top speed run down this hill to where it flattens out, just so that I get a little bit of a head start, because it is obviously a short span of road. This is a private road. No one else comes down here, so it's perfectly safe, and I think it's the best place to do it. '73 straight off the rip, and I reckon it would go faster if I had a longer span of road. So that's an instant boost, and we're going over speed, but oh, it's wheeling. Oh my god, I'm wheeling at 50. 60 uphill, 65, still going 67, 70 uphill. Oh. And right now I'm in daily, and she wheelies beautifully. The throttle is so responsive and crisp. Much better and much more linear than the standard tune.
Guys, we've also installed an SMX controller on this aftermarket battery bike. This bike's actually fully road legal, so the customer opted to have the SurRon logo put back over the battery, over the controller, and he's going to put stickers over the battery to make this bike look factory again, just because this bike is a road legal bike and he can't be bothered to be being pulled over by the police and trying to explain what's going on. But this bike is pushing over 30 kilowatts because of the bigger battery pack, but this is a long range battery. This is an 80 amp hour pack. So this bike is perfect for cruising around on the roads, cruising around off-road in the trails, and also just looks absolutely awesome.
I think on a nice long flat stretch of road, this bike is going to be 75 to 80 miles per hour. It's an absolute animal. That's completely transformed this bike and the way that it delivers the power, and I'm super impressed with it actually. But guys, I'll leave all the links down below in the description to where you can find the SMX Drives controller. Code STINGY5 will get you a discount at checkout. This is a great budget option for those of you that are not looking to break the bank. Maybe you only want to spend a few hundred rather than a few thousand upgrading your bike. This is an excellent option. But yeah, guys, as always, my name's been Stingy, and if you've enjoyed today's video, please consider hitting that subscribe button, drop a like, and leave me a comment in the comment section below telling me what you think of the SMX Drives controller. As always, I'll see you next week.